That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here. A 2-run homer. The Dodgers strike first. It's 2-0.
I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round triplet.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Nope. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 1st. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Emmett Sheehan. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Stepping in, Jeremy Pena.
Ball 1.
Pena measures 6 feet even, 200 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Inside, just missed. Base hit, center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Yordan Alvarez. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. The changeup missing. And that is ball 1. That's ripped. And this one could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. And now they trail by 1.
Back-to-back base hits. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Jose Altuve swings through it for strike 1. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming around 3rd is Alvarez. He'll score and they tied it.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And a foul ball. Altuve gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off. Right side, Freeland. Rojas for 1. A sensational double play. Here's Carlos Correa.
Third baseman, number 1, Carlos Correa. Ball, that's down.
There's the strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Ground ball right side. Throw on to Freeman, and Correa retired. That's out number 3. Back here in Houston, we move ahead to the top of the 2nd now. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a foul out of play. 0-1 now. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Tied up here in the early going. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
In the air, right field. Smith should have this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. Tags the runner, and it's a double play. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Miguel Rojas.
Walker gets under it. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker.
Nope, that's a ball.
On the ground. Rojas with the throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So digging in, Cam Smith.
Ball in.
Off the plate inside, and it's 3-0. That one fouled off. Payoff pitch. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there are 2 outs.
Batting in, the catcher, number
Christian
2.
Vasquez, the hitter.
Vasquez. Ball 1.
Check swing, but he went too far. 1-2. Out towards right center field. Tucker under it. That is the inning. Back here in Houston, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Slider right there.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-2. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Hey!
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Line drive, leaps and he's got it. Will Smith to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
On a line. Matthews takes it in for the out. That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
That's a ball.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1. Swings and misses, struck him out. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Bryce Matthews. Out to short. Long throw to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. So the Houston lineup turns over. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena, scored the first run of the game back in the 1st after a single to reach base. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball, and that got him. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He doubled home a run in his first AB.
Ball.
Pena at first, 1 gone. Runner on the go. There's a ball.
That's inside.
For the second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He steps on the bag. 2 down. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
This to third, Muncy. And that is that. Back here in Houston as we go to the top of the 4th. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Inside,
Pitch misses
1.
inside. Ball 1. Hernandez, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former home run derby champ. Smith takes it in for the out. 1 down. Max Muncy at the dish. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Max Muncy.
Up the middle. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. bottom four. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. And that one hit to first. Freeman steps on the bag. One pitch and one out. Now Correa up to hit. Grounded out his first time.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Ball, that's inside.
The Astros trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Next offering is fouled back. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Up next for the Astros.
And now it's Christian Walker. 0 for 1 so far.
Walker.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. To the right side, Freeland. Inning over. Back here in Houston, we go to the top of the fifth. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Off the plate, ball one.
Out to short. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. He's 0 for 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Nope. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Up and in. And now it's even 1-1.
That's ball two.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
All one.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
On the ground to third. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Here's Christian Vasquez. Fly to right his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And now the center fielder, Bryce Matthews. Fought off foul. The 0-1.
No, inside.
Hit on the ground to short. Rojas on the run, sent it over to first, and they get the out. Back here in Houston. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. A solo shot, and they add on. It's 4-2.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He was late there. Strike 1.
Ball 1.
Correa tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here is Freddie Freeman. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground, right side. Here's the tag, and he's out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Solid swing from start to end. Time with everything. Really
new pitcher now, Steven Oker.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Altuve handles it. They get the force, and the lefty reliever does his job. Just one pitch to get the inning-ending ground out. So the batting order turns over. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to first. One pitch and one out. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 3, Edwin Diaz.
Towards first. Freeman takes it to the bag, and there's 2 away. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And first offering is fouled off. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
The batter, number 15.
You know what they say, you couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Paredes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Freeland moving under this one, and that is that. Back here in Houston, top of inning number 7, Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The second baseman,
Digging in, Alex Freeland. Rips one to right. Takes it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Ball, that's out.
And that one fouled off. Hauls it in to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Astros, Carlos Correa.
Well, these Astros just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next,
when you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Walker up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The tying run at the plate. Correa goes. Throw to second, tag, out at second. So next up for Houston, Cam Smith. Ground ball left side. And that's the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And first offering is fouled off. Late with the swing there.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Kyle Tucker.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That one carrying. And it is out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-2.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly. Make sure that you keep that hitter off.
Angel De Los Santos gets the call from the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. And here is Will Smith. Smith takes it in for the out. 2 away down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Freeman in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. On the ground out to short. Throws to first. That's the third out. Back here in Houston.
The catcher, number 2.
Jack Dreyer comes on now, and he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 86, Jack Dreyer.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Astros,
Bryce Matthews up next for the Astros. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Ball inside.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much. Boog, the runner at first, needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
Ball down.
That's inside.
Ball.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. To third. Muncy sends it to first. And that is a big first out. And here comes Yordan Alvarez for a critical at bat. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The Astros with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Astros,
Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And fouled off. Vasquez on third. Matthews on at second with 2 down. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Jose Altuve will touch them all. And we have a tie ball game. It's 5-5. So up next, Isaac Paredes. 0 for 3 in this one.
No, that's low.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Out to short, Rojas sends it to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Back here in Houston, we go to the 9th. Teoscar Hernandez. Steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a.
The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Brian King.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here comes Max Muncy. Muncy at the plate now, and that's strike one. Misses the sweeper.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So
got him swinging for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So digging in, Andy Pajas. 1 for 3. Double play ball to second. There's one. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the ninth. We are tied. Bottom 9, and they've got a chance at a walk-off in this tie game. And stepping in for the Astros, Carlos Correa.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Alex Vesia.
Alex Vesia.
This one in the air, center field. Pajas under it. One up, one down. And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Going away. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. And the winning run is aboard.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now it's Christian Vasquez. Vasquez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 on, 1 out. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many.
Line shot into the gap should score at least 1. And it's off the wall. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Astros get a walk-off win 6-5.